Hi everyone, you've probably seen me on TikTok, on Facebook, or on Instagram. And if you haven't, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wanda, and I want to teach you, as you teach me, how to grow your business, and for some people, how to even start it. I have grown my side hustle to a full business. Within 5 years, I'm able to employ people. I'm able to travel to China, to Dubai, to other countries and see how things work. So how did I start? How did I get here? This is my way, and I want to know what your way is. So let us learn from one another. And in this series, I want to share my experience. How did I start? How do I go about marketing? How do I go about shipping? How do I go about my personal life? Like, how do I balance work and my life, And I hope to mentor somebody who is about to start their business. I hope to learn from all of you. And let's dive right in. So in this new series, I want to first focus on China because that is the world's factory. And also there's the Canton Fair coming up in October and another one in March. So I'm speaking to anybody who wants to travel to China, and also somebody who doesn't want to travel, but they want to start their business or to know how to get suppliers, connect to them. They want to know how to ship. I'm also talking to you. So I'm going to share my own experience, how I went to China, how I had been wanting to go for such a long time, and how things just worked out for me. So first, what happened is I had wanted to go to China for a long time. And I used to tell my brother, hey, Aki tupange, let's go to China to just a container. We get some winning products and come to Kenya and sell them. I know we can do it. And nobody used to listen to me. I don't know why. But I think it's because everybody's vision is different. Somebody is going through something at that time in life, another time, like things are not aligned for those people. So I said, you know what? One day I'll go to China. So what is stopping you from going to China? Are you waiting for other people to be prepared so that you go with them? No. Even if you have to go alone, you need to go. You just need to start. And so that is exactly what I did. I kept saying, I'm going to China, I'm going to China, I'm going to China. So this year, 2025, one of my clients who I had served in 2022 texted me and he told me, hey, by the way, I moved to China and I wanted to know if you can help me learn about shipping. I'm coming to Kenya for some time. Can we meet and have some coffee as you tell me one or two things to learn from you? And he came. When he came, he told me, yeah, I moved there. I've been there for an year. I've been doing some research. And I told him, by the way, I've always been wanting to go to China. I don't know where to start. I think you're heaven sent. And that is how I planned for my first trip. And believe me, I made some mistakes, I learned some lessons, and most importantly, I knew that I will have to be making a trip to China at least twice every year. That place is amazing. It's a place you're going to learn so much. So let's talk about preparing for your trip. But even before that, why would you want to go to China? Do you want to start your business? Do you have an existing business that you want to grow? Do you just want to go and learn? Do you want to network? Or do you want to go for vacation? Sir, I'm not an expert on vacation, but I know there are very many places you can go and see in China and enjoy if you just want to go and see. It's a beautiful country. So let's start by preparing for your trip. You need to know why. Why do I want to go? And I've given you a few reasons why. So for business, for vacation, to network, to find suppliers, and so on and so forth. So the first thing you need to do, number one, write your why. Once you do that, you're able to have a goal in mind. You have a clear vision. I know I am going, because when you have a vision, then you're not going to waste time and money going to China and you don't know why you went. So those are some of the mistakes people make. Like, you just want to go because people are going, because you have the fear of missing out. Apana. Plan and say, I want to go to China because I want to go and learn. I want to go to China because I want to build my own factory making tablets. You want to learn from people who have been doing it for a long time, whether it's handbags or cling film, or you want to make aluminium foil, you want to make toilet paper, you want to go and learn, okay? So let's dive into how you prepare for your trip. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure your documentation is in order. And I usually have a to-do list. It's like my travel checklist. And in the checklist, I write it in my book or in my notepad on my phone. And I have my passport. It should be at least 6 months to the expiry date. You'll need a visa, and I will be doing the next video will be about how to get your visa. You will need to budget. You will need to know which apps am I going to use, whether it's taxi for your phone. You need to get connected ukiwa tu hapa Kenya. You need to leave when you know how am I going to stay in China. You need to leave your business. If you have an existing business, you need to leave your employees with instructions. You need to tell them what needs to be paid for. You need to prepare them that you'll be away for maybe 2 weeks or 1 month. So you need to have like weekly checkups and so on and so forth. At home, if you have children, you need to prepare them. You need to tell them, mom or dad is going away for some time. I'll be video calling you. I noticed because I have a young child, he would see me on video and he would cry. A time when I went to Dubai, and he would cry. And I asked online, like on ChatGPT, why is my son crying? And now how can I prepare him better? Because I was feeling so guilty. Like anytime he sees me, he's crying. And so ChatGPT told me, you need to pre-record. You can even pre-record videos. And because we enjoy dancing to Miss Rachel, so I record myself, and he just stays with those videos. And how do I then prepare my older child? How is he going to understand, so that they don't feel like you're neglecting them, especially if you are a single parent or you're a parent who is doing it alone or co-parenting. So how is the situation? Unaona? So how do you leave them? Do they have enough essentials? And so on and so forth. All those things need to be prepared beforehand. Something as simple as taking my son to the dentist. Nilikuwa naandika, take my son to the dentist, buy shoelaces. Like it has to be very clear. So have a travel checklist and how to prepare your people when you're leaving, whether it's work or home. The other thing, you need to budget. You need to know how much will I need for my flight ticket, for my accommodation, for my visa. And so you'll have a whole budget. And if you're going to learn, for me, I didn't carry a lot of money to buy products because number one, remember, my business is about personal shopping, and sometimes I also deal in electronics. So I knew I would be buying electronics to resell, washing machines and air fryers and fridges and things like that. And I said, when I go there, because this is my learning experience, I want to go and see what's there, then I will decide what to buy. And one of the things I'll tell you is a mistake I made that cost me a lot of money. And I'll be telling you about that when we get to shipping. How did I make such a big mistake that cost me almost 500K? Anyway, so documentation. Let's talk about the passport. Passport, when you're in Kenya, the passport, you know the process, right? You go on eCitizen, and if you want to know the whole process, I'll put it down here. And then you go to the visa. The visa application, to me at that time, seemed very complicated. Remember, I have never gone to China. I didn't know. So I asked one of my friends and he told me, hey, I've been there a couple of times and this is how I did it. So I went to the embassy and they looked at me and they were like, are we a joke to you? Easy. What are these things? So I don't want you to be asked the same question. So what you need to do is you need to have your documentation in order. You need an invitation letter. They actually gave me a paper that was listing all the things that I need, and I'm going to share them with you as well. And I'll share with you the website where you can check all those things, okay? So the other thing you'll need is to have the right applications, the apps that you need to be able to move around China easily. And for me, I checked and I needed to have Didi, which is the taxi hailing app. You need to have Baidu, which is maps, though I didn't actually use it because I came to find out that I could use my eSIM. I got an eSIM from Airlo. Okay, I'm going to also attach it here. And it was very convenient for me. I see a lot of people buying SIM cards in China, but for me, I used an eSIM because it is global and it would show that I'm in Singapore. So I never needed VPN. I never knew how that works. But there are few people who will buy a SIM card and use VPN, because again, Airlo for me, I found it to be a bit more expensive, but I was connected the entire time. So that's my way. What's your way? Tell me, which apps do you use when you're going to China? What makes it easy for you? So then I land in China. Okay, remember, in the preparation stage, you need to also know who is picking me up at the airport. Which flight did I book? So for me, I booked Emirates. Why? Why? Because I wanted to stop over in Dubai. You need to know how your flight is scheduled. So for me, if you use Emirates, it will come from Kenya, stop in Dubai, and then go to Guangzhou. If you use Kenya Airways, it will go to Bangkok. You stay in the aircraft for 2 hours, or I think 1 to 2 hours, waiting for other people to board, and then you proceed to Guangzhou. If you use Ethiopian Airlines, it goes to Ethiopia, and so on. If you use Air France, it goes to Paris, and so on and so forth. So you need to know, which one do I want to use? You check the cost, you check the flying time, like how long are you staying at the airport, layover. And so I decided Dubai because I wanted to stop over and actually stay for a few days. They allow you to stop and leave the airport at no extra cost, okay? So in the next video, I'm going to tell you how you book your ticket, how to choose the best airline depending on your goals, and I'm going to go into depth on how to get the apps, how you're going to do your visa, and yeah, this is Wanda's Way. What's your way? Thank you guys. Bye.